Greetings folks, Join Proper here with an excellent opportunity because I've got two polymer handguns that hold more than 15 rounds sitting here on the table, and very rare ones to find. I might say that the FN 5.7 and 5.7 by 2.8 carries 20 rounds, while the PMR30 from Kel Tec at a much less expensive $499 in a lot of places holds 30 rounds. Much less expensive to the FN's 1200. Let's compare though. Let's look at each of these pistols. Each of these pistols has something that the other one doesn't. For one, this one does shoot the 5.7 by 2.8 and this shoots the 22 Magnum. So me and Tattoo Cat are going to give a good look at these guns and see what we think of each of these, because it is really a rare occasion that you get each of these guns in the same video.
Beauty, eh?
Beauty. Let's get a look at it. Let's first get a look at the PMR30. This is 1.226 pounds. This is a very light gun, and it is a full-size gun. However, it shoots the 22 Magnum, which we all know is a very zippy round. I hear tell that this gun does not shoot 22 long rifle. Bummer, because I would be inclined to get this gun if it also shot 22 long rifle. 22 Magnum is a hard round to find. Here's the safety right here, and as you can see, the safety is on. And of course, with all other firearms, when you can see the red, it's on fire. The trigger, wow, that is a very close trigger. You gotta like that. Let's do that again. How about one for the reset queens? Okay, fan yourselves. Oh, how very weak. You couldn't even hear this.
Toss it.
Toss it. The reset queens wouldn't even like it. Forget it. But the trigger.
Ooh.
How about that shit? So that's a very good trigger, I gotta say. And as you can see, it's got the fiber optic sights here. We've got the light green fiber optic and the red back here. You know, I gotta like that. There's our aim shot right there. So good fiber optic sights, they look very good. And of course it has a standard rail. That's pretty good for attaching lights and lasers. The jury's out as for whether or not you would like to use 22 Magnum for self-defense, but it probably wouldn't be too shabby if that's all you can handle for recoil. Here's the mag release, definitely a different mag release. So if you're used to using the up-close standard mag releases here, might throw you a little bit, but obviously we encourage that you train with the guns that you have so that you can get good at them. This is a 30 round magazine, 30 rounds of 22 Magnum. So 22 Magnum being underpowered, but 30 rounds of it, well, you make the call. You know what I'm saying? Fits great in my hand. Actually, I like the grip. And so now let's just go ahead and get Tattoo Cat's impression of this gun, because I'm sure he's got something to say.
Absolutely. It feels good in your hand. It's very light. I would probably use this gun as a upgrade for plinking from 22 up to a 22 mag if you're introducing somebody else to shooting. Maybe the kids, take them out, a little bit higher power round. I'm not thrilled with the mag release. I'm just not used to having a mag release in this location. It does have very good sights. It does feel good in the hand, even for us lefties. The trigger is nice. That's about all I can say about the gun. To me, I would use this strictly as probably a plinker, a step up from a standard 22 long rifle, something with a little more power. Take it out to the range and have some fun with it. Other than that, like Too Improper was saying, I would be more apt to buy this piece if it shot 22 long rifle also. But hey, you get what you get. Decent price, light gun, good for target. I like a little bit more power, but we'll take what we can get.
Right on. Yep, and now let's go ahead with the stats on this gun. As a matter of fact, is 7.9 inches long, 5 inches high, and it's 1.3 inches wide. It's got a 4.3 inch barrel. We're not going to take down either of the guns that we're looking at today because these are just first impression, quick look kind of things. But again, what I like about this gun is that it does have 30 rounds of 22 Magnum. I mean, that's freaking sweet, and it is very, very light. Looking pretty good. I like this, but then we're going to go ahead and compare it with the next one, which is the FN57. The FN57, the 5.7 by 2.8 round, is much more expensive than the 22 Magnum. So that is very cost prohibitive for people that are shooting on a budget. Some people will say it's not that expensive. Some people will say it's astronomical. I think right in the middle, it obviously costs more. This is a 20 round magazine with a regular mag release. There's an advantage. And it is a polymer outside, 20 rounds of 5.7 by 2.8. Let's go ahead and give this a rack and look at it really close. Now, as you can see, the opening in the front of that bore is not a very big opening. The 5.7 by 2.8 is not a huge round, but it is zippy. Quite zippy, as a matter of fact, and can get through level 2 body armor. The safety on this gun is in a very wonky position. As a matter of fact, I was mistaking it for the slide release at first, but here it's on fire, and here it's on safe. Wouldn't you expect the safety to be back here somewhere where the slide release is? Negative. The slide release is right here, and the safety is right here. So they're inverted. No movement, and then let's get a look at the trigger. Ooh. There is a reset. Okay, here we go for the reset, queens. Well, I gotta get your purses and boas. You girls are gonna like this. Click. You heard that. So, it's got a halfway decent reset for those of you who put all of your money on that. And the trigger is quite light. Cat, what do you think of this trigger?
Nice.
Isn't it? It's pretty good. I can dig that trigger. And it looks like we've got standard 3-dot sights here. So it's looking pretty good. Good sight picture. It doesn't look like there's too much gas between the outside dots and the inside dots. So great ergonomic feel. And of course, again, the mag release is in a logical location with a rail. Now, I'm not sure what NATO's specifications for actually choosing a gun are, but and I am not sure how successful they were with whether or not they got to use the 5.7. But there you go. Let's go on with the specs on this FN57. It is a 1.3 pound gun. It is 8.2 inches long. So am I. The barrel is 4.8 inches long, and the width of this pistol is 1.4 inches, 5.4 inches high. Now, what I noticed about the two of these guns in comparing them is they are both tall guns. Concealers, I imagine you can do it, but they are about as tall as a 1911, so you might want to consider that if you've got the money for this, or if you're going to try to use this, that these are really tall guns, and that is the part that makes it easy or not easy to conceal a pistol. Up to you, but the FN57 at $1,200, this thing better produce something, because it is a nice gun, but I have a hard time getting past the fact that it is a mostly polymer gun being $1,200. That's just me. That might just be the workmanship, but for my mileage, an all polymer gun should cost less money than that. That's my opinion. Very small bore, 5.7 by 2.8. And if we're going to compare the two of them, the bores are about just as big around as the next. So here we've got the PMR30, and you've got the 5.7, and those bores look about equal. I know they're not, but let's go ahead and pass this on to Tat and see what he thinks.
Thank you to him proper. Again, this is a really nice feeling gun in your hand. I do like the fact that this has adjustable rear sights opposed to the standard set sights on the 22 mag. I'm not real thrilled about the safety location on this weapon. Does have a nice trigger and a nice reset. Of course, I like the mag release. The mags themselves are real nice. They slide out real easy. The grip right out of the box feels good to me. Of course, I have fat hands, so it's got a nice feel to it. Never shot a 5.7. I would love to shoot a 5.7. Looks like it would be a fun gun. Again, I would probably use this as maybe a range gun or a competition piece. I'd like to learn a little bit more about how the 5.7 performs. First look at it, it feels good. It's very light. And I gotta agree with Two and Proper, all polymer. Price is a little hefty, but you know how things go. You pay a little bit for name, and the quality's probably there. So safety's a little odd location on this piece, but I don't think it's designed for carry. I don't think that would be a factor. Like to get this out at the range one of these days and check one out. I'm real curious about that 5.7 round.
Tat, if you had to choose which one of these firearms, which one are you going to choose?
I would choose the FN 5.7 just because, to me, it's a little bit more unique piece. I'm kind of interested in the round a little bit. I like the fact, like I said before, I would probably use this in a competition target shooting scenario. I like the fact that it's got the adjustable sights. 20 rounds, very fast round. And I just like how this gun feels overall in my hands. Very nice trigger. Of course, I like the mag release much better than I do on the Kel Tec. There are things I do like about the Kel Tec. First thing I really like about the Kel Tec is the price difference. And you want something different that seems like it'd be fun to shoot, save a little bit of money, and give the 5.7 a shot.
So if I had to choose, I'm going to go ahead and choose the PMR30. And the reason I'm going to choose the PMR30 is strictly on cheapskate reasons. This is a $499 gun retail. So, just for my purposes, I would choose the PMR30. Now, for dreaming purposes, I would choose the 5.7. Okay, but $1,200 for a polymer gun, I have a real hard time swallowing that one. But the 5.7, oh shiz, yeah, I love this. Practicality though, and for my own purposes, the PMR30. I do like the fiber optic sights on the PMR30. Nice looking sights, and the grip feels just wonderful in my hands. I just can't get over how nice this thing feels. The reset's awful, I really must say, but the trigger is just, it's freaking nice. Anyway, great trigger. The 22 Magnum round is a lot more commonly found than the FN 5.7 round, but we discovered that 50 rounds of the 5.7 made by Federal, and we also discovered that Federal made them, is $25, $26, and when FN makes the 5.7 round, it's right around $28, $29 for a box of 50. I mean, wow, that's a lot of money to get it from FN. I'd just get it from Federal. But the 22 WMR round, that's a commonly found one, and this holds 30 of them. That would be another reason that I would like that. Realistically though, I probably would not be getting either one of these pistols myself, and that's just because if this took 22 long rifle, it would be a completely different story. It does not. So either way, neither, but I love both.
Okay, so from Not Just Guns in Mason, Michigan, this has been Tattoo Cat representing the Two and Proper channel. My email is tattoocat@gmail.com. And now I'll sign it off to this crazy bastard.
Right, he is. I'm Two and Proper. My email address is scrolling across the bottom of the screen as we speak right now. That's twoandproper@gmail.com. right, and I will answer you provided you are polite about what you have to say and I've got the time. Give Not Just Guns a look. NotJustGuns.com, Mason, Michigan, www.notjustguns.com. Great place, great auctions, great stuff. Thanks for watching, folks. God bless America, and keep on protecting your families and yourselves. It's your duty as someone who loves your family and yourself, and it's always the right thing to do.